Alright, so rear struts, 2006 Chevy Impala. We're going to jack it up, take the tire off, support the car of course. We got our two giant 21mm nuts here. You'll remove them, they're going to be tight. You're going to knock out your two bolts. Make sure they go back in the same way you took them out. Up here we've got a 15mm nut on our stabilizer link. Behind it we're going to have to hold it with a 14mm wrench. Ended up pulling off our caliper. Don't let it hang. Just prop it up on something so we could get to those two bolts. We knocked them out. We open up the trunk, and back here in the back we pull this down, and back there are our strut hat mounting screws. There's three, 1, 2, 3, and they're probably a 15mm. We'll take those loose and that strut will come free. We got our strut loose, and at the top there's 3 nuts and a 15mm wrench you might have to use to get to the back one. And then of course I used a 1/2 inch with a short well, 1/2 inch 15mm. And you might have this on your car, you might not. It may be already missing in action. It's right there in the center of the strut hat, and all it does is just cut down on road noise. You can just pop it out, pop it back in. Now getting it out's the easy part. Getting it in, you may need somebody to help you, because you're going to have to hold this up, hold up pressure, get up there and tighten your 3 nuts. Just at least get them on there and get them snug. Now once you do that, you're going to come down here to the bottom. We're going to try and get our bolts in. So you might have to push in on this and lift up on this. Okay, and you'll have to maneuver it so you can get your bolts in. Remember, go in the same way they came out. Get one started. When you get one started, I like to start the bottom one first. I'll push right here to get this other one started. And now that we've got them started, we'll give them a little tap in, and then we'll start our nuts tightening back up. And then we'll give it a torque spec there at the end. But we're going to also go back up to the top and make sure our ones at the top, our 3 studs on the inside, are properly tightened too. We went ahead and tightened up our stabilizer link, our 2 nuts here, torqued them down, went ahead and put our new pads on, greased up our pins. We're ready to put the wheel on, torque the wheel, and ready for an alignment. And always remember to pump the brakes after you replace the pads before you crank up the car.